2 of the 760 chrono test. We'll be continuing on today with one of my 2 eBay wins. This is a 760B Pumpmaster, build date of January 1989. And I took the Hatsan Optima 3-9x32 scope that I got as a free replacement from Hatsan, from the original one that came with my Striker 1000X. I had mounted on my Crosman 160 Pellgun, which has virtually no recoil at all, no more than a 22 short, maybe a 22 long, and 100 shots in, it foobarred itself inside. They say these 3-9x32 AOs are better. They hold up better, but I don't have one of those. So, without further ado, I gotta start this over. Doggone, I forgot to plug the stupid phone, even if I turn the camera on. Okay, waiting for it to. It's been really pitch black and raining today, so I thought, well, I'll wait for the brighter patches to come along, which it did. It's, look like it's going out again already, so we'll just soldier on. Work some oil. That's what this thing used to be, oiled very frequently. Okay, take 3. And this is with the Bemis Silver Bear, 7.1 grain. .507 and .405. The number, I swear, it's bouncing off the surface. Here we go again. Error 2. Shoots once, get a bunch of errors. Shoot once, get a bunch of errors, etc. It just doesn't. The unit is only 2 years old. .549 and .475. .529 and .441. .541 and .461. .532 and .446. Just a little butt whooping finally made up its mind. Got something broke loose anyway from sitting too long, maybe. Okay. .493 and .383. Okay, one more. I got a big hole in there. It's hitting the pellets that are already in there, bouncing them back here. Good thing I got thick polymer glasses on. Okay, that was the Beam and Silver Bear at 7.1 grain. Low 493, high 549, average 528.8 feet per second, which is pretty good. Just keep it oiled. And unfortunately, standard deviation was 21.5. Spread 56. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. Okay, got that one worked pretty good. All I had to do was beat the hell out of it. Next up, H&N Sniper Light 7.5. Fortune in favor of the foolish, as always. You hear that nice sharp double click when that thing cocks? So the mechanism is fine, just the pump piston cup thingy in here needs replaced, obviously, if you got to oil it. Okay, and start. There we go, 0.00. 471 and 3.7. Well, these are 4/10 of a grain heavier than the Silver Bear. The shorter barreled ones, like this one, usually like these. The Sniper Light, that is. 450 and 337. 492 and 403. See, this thing is shooting good. It's just that unit is being ultra stubborn and doesn't want to work. Get down there. 468 and 365. Not getting a lot of FPE, is it? Start pulling a little bit. .439 and 321. Drop another one. Well, I'm grabbing it kind of like that so it doesn't knock this loose as quick. There, 453 and 342. I think the slightly heavier pellet that they'd be a little better than that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, one more. There. Shoot a little high. Sometimes you gotta shoot high, sometimes you gotta shoot low, like up towards the sensor. I mean the lights are down towards the sensor. Sometimes that helps. Okay, I finally got 6 numbers. Low was 439, high was 492. That's pretty good for the Sniper Light. Average 458.33 feet per second. Standard deviation was a tad better at 19 flat. Okay. That concluded the Sniper Light. Now the JSB Exact Express 7.87 grain, that's the heaviest one. Even left the Pellgun oil tube open because these things got to be oiled every so often. Dang it! There, it should go black. Start. There. Green and go. Let's see if it actually is. $457 and $365. $489 and $418. Air to darn it. I was going to get one just buzz right through and get all the numbers real quick. $465. Wow. $465 and 3.78. I think 465 is a record for this thing. $487. Wow. $487 and $415. One more better. $488 and $416. Yep. $427 and $319. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that was 6. Okay. Okay, that was it for the 760B Pumpmaster. Alright, anyway, for the 760B, low is 427, high 489, average 468.83 feet per second. The standard deviation was 24.53, 24.53. 62 spread. Alrighty, last but certainly not least, the 760D Pumpmaster, built April 1998, variant 8. Variant 9 isn't much different than this one either. So, I've also restored it, and you can see it's darker due to my overwash process I'm working on for the plastic stocks, you know, where Crosman used to have the ones with the wavy lines stained darker. Well, they don't do that anymore, or after certain models. So I'm trying to do that myself. So, let's see if this thing set up right. Okay, I hope this chrono video with the 4 760's helps you guys somewhat with at least ideas for restore modding yours and what you can expect them to shoot like with at least 4 of the various models, which is a decent representation of the more 760 like Power Masters and Pumpmasters, shall we say. And thank you to Ken Steers for sending me a couple of center point scopes, the 3 to 9 by 32 and then the 3 to 9 by 40, both AO that came off of his 25 trail. I'm saving that one for the Remington 725 VTR. You know, a guy in Columbus that does the camo dip painting, it does the latest real tree camo dip. I'm going to have the stock dipped. Anyway, here's what the 760's look like now after you've seen them shoot. First up, this is a beauty here. This came out really nice. The 760 variant 1 that had the Hawk medium rise scope rings they gave me for to fit the MOE Picatinny rails here. They're Weaver mounts basically, the scope mounts. They ordered the low Hawk mounts and it gave me the medium rise instead. These here are off the 3 to 9 by 32 scope Ken gave me that had the Hawk low mounts I wanted to begin with on it. So this is these are 3/16 of an inch lower than the mid-rise mounts, which with the Picatinny rails raising them up, the scope up 3/16 of an inch, you need the low rings to lower it that much to get it to come out about the way it would with normal scope rings on one of these rifles, or close to it. This is close as you're going to get with the original variant here that doesn't have the scope grooves. I had to custom fit these MOE Picatinny rails, the 2.5 inch ones intended for an AR-15. So I found a good peacetime use for them. Huh? Oh, and AR stands for Armalite, the company that makes the AR-15. It doesn't mean automatic rifle, as some people are trying to tell you, snowflakes. Anyway, be that as it may. It's all cleaned up, re-blued, and I even re-blew the screws. Everything's redone. Nice wood too. I saw that same wood on a, I think it was a 101, the high cone buttstock made for one of the Crosman big shots. Old black and white picture from the 50s, 40s or 50s that had the same wood as this one on it. I've got to talk to them to find out what that is. But anyway, the scope looks really nice. Lowered 3/16 of an inch down to reduce the parallax and give longer range by being lower. By lowering the scope center line to the barrel center line as close as you can. And here we have the 760 variant 4. This is nice. Thank you, Donnie Reed, from All Things Airgun. Go over and watch his videos. He likes testing too. And he's had some college classes and training stuff like that with the physics end of it. Anyhow, as I said, this is once again the 760 variant 4 with a period correct 70s Weaver V22A, so-called dual X scope, where you first encounter what is now called a Plex reticle. They came up with it, but it was originally called dual X. It's a 3 to 6 by 18 scope. It's still got one of the original mounts stuck on there. I had to cut the other one off, but I saved that one on there just for old time's sake, so people could see what the original mounts actually looked like. That was a low mount too. That thing would be sitting right down on the rear sight. But it works real well for a scope I bought at Clarkin's in Elyria when the store was selling everything to close out. Got that for $27 out the door. And I get this with the button rifle barrel. This thing shoots really well. I was amazed at that. Some of these button rifle barrels were made, or not, the smoothbore barrels were made better than others. The one on the variant 1 wasn't worth spit, so I replaced that one with a new old stock 761 barrel. And I think the other guy's name that got the second barrel I found in Montana, his name was Palmer, if I remember right. I'll get your name right yet. Anyhow, moving on. These things look so nice in the morning sunlight. Anyway, this is the 760B Pumpmaster. One of two I won on eBay auctions. And it's got the high see-through mounts. I've got like 3 or 4 pairs of them things from Hatsan and whatnot like that. I need to get some lower ones. See if Hawk makes like maybe a mid-rise mount that fits a dovetail. I love the Hawk mounts. Those are nice. They mount good and solid. And they're well made. They're wider than these too. The cap part, the saddle. And this anyway is one of the scopes Ken gave me, a center point 3 to 9 by 32. It's a non-AO, but it's got the plex relic over what was originally a dual X out when Weaver came up with it. All cleaned up and everything. That plastic shines nice when you oil it. A little rem oil and a cotton or felt patch when you wipe down the barrels, and you wipe down these plastic stocks with that, and it gives it a nice shine and protects it a little bit. But it also makes your scopes give your scopes that satiny sheen. They look a little better that way. But it's a good scope. It works good. I'd rather have a couple of center point 4 by 32s to go on these things. But ever since they started using more and more of them as combo deals on their rifles, you can't find them separately anymore. Like the center point 3 to 9 by 40 AO, same problem. I know, I've looked. But this is an older center point 3 to 9, more rounded. You know, it's got a little bit lower sight center line. If I just get some lower scope mounts, I'll be good. So when I get paid again and my tax money comes in and Social Security pays off, whichever comes first, we will get a couple more seal kits and some more lower scope rings and such like that. They need to be tweaked. The parallax is too large for my liking. And these things being like 10, 15 yard guns, they need all the help they can get. Nice looking rifle though. So that's where they're at. The 760s are at right now. Good Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. We'll see you again.